Hello, Kerry.
Hello, Beth.
Right. Well, I thought it'd be really good fun just to do and have a look and do a joint thing. So this is me doing a session, but doing it as a joint thing on both of us, using the body code to work on the cranial nerves. Now, there's 12 cranial nerves, and of course they come, they emerge directly from the brain, all the way down the spinal nerves, and then they emerge with the spinal cord, and they've all got a different function. And I just thought it's very important because we talk about the vagus nerve, which is cranial nerve 10, being controlling all the inflammation in the body. And I think if these cranial nerves are not doing their job, there's different things that can be thrown out. So I'm first going to start by asking us whether they're spiritually connected, whether they're physically connected, and then are they synchronized? And then we'll reset and integrate and clear any associations throwing them out. Now we're going to do this as a joint thing.
Yeah.
But I just thought it would be really interesting just for us to do this, and anybody who listens to this call afterwards, we're going to stick them in borrowed benefits so they benefit as well. So I'm just going to put my son and my daughter Hannah Foley and Henry Foley in. And I'll also stuck my dog Teddy because he has issues, and I'm going to put my puppy Roxy in, and the cat Bonnet. I'm going to put my sister as well, Kim, and also my mother Joan. So anyone you want to put in, just put them in.
Yeah. Okay. Do you want me to say that out loud, or will I just say that to myself?
Right, say that to yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to start off with cranial nerve 1, and that's the olfactory nerve. So that carries information from the upper part of the nasal sinuses directly into the brain, and that's responsible for smell. Now, with every bit that we're looking at, it has to be connected spiritually and physically, and then synchronized. And if you can imagine a plug, a hairdryer, let's say a hairdryer, and inside that plug there's a wire that's a little bit loose. So it works sometimes, but not always. So sometimes you can smell, say, perfectly, and other times you can't. Okay. And then when we talk about synchronizing, we're talking about, imagine two horses pulling a cart, and you're the cart, right? And imagine that one horse is tearing ahead and one is here. So the cart at the back's a bit like this. And we want that cart to be perfect. We want it to be just so. So we start off with cranial nerve 1. So I'm going to ask, first of all, is my cranial nerve 1, is it spiritually connected? And I get a no. Can you see my hand? I'm muscle testing.
Yeah.
No. Okay. And my dog's lying in the background.
One here.
Okay, so I'm going to ask about yours. Is yours spiritually connected? No. So we're going to first of all spiritually connect the olfactory nerve, CN1. And now we're going to see, is mine physically connected? No. Is yours? No. So we're now going to physically connect them. So spiritually, physically. And then now we're going to ask, is it synchronized? No. So we're going to ask, what do we synchronize that with? So CN1, what am I going to synchronize it with? Am I synchronizing it with another cranial nerve? No. So I'm using the body code here, and I'm going to go back out. So am I synchronizing it with something in the brain? No. Is it another system? Yeah. So is it the spinal cord? No. So it's come out. So is it the nervous system? No. Okay. So is it another system on my screen? Yeah. So I'm going to see if I can share this screen with you so you can see it. So let's share the screen and let's do the iPad. Let's see if it comes up. The devices. Are you connecting a pair of headphones? No. Other device. Why is it doing that? No, that's just, it's coming up on my phone. I didn't want the phone.
Okay.
That's
There we
come.
go.
No, it's let's stop sharing. It didn't do it right. I had too many things plugged in. So yeah, that again. Let's have a look. So it's the iPad, and it's, I don't know why it comes up with that screen. Take that out the way. And here we go. Right, so let's close at the back. Right, good. So we need to synchronize that cranial nerve 1. So is it on the left-hand side? No, it isn't the right-hand side. Is it circulatory? Is it the digestive? Is it the endocrine? Is it lymphatics? No, is it microbial? Oh, interesting.
Mhm.
So it's taking us to microbiome.
Interesting.
Yeah. And I suppose we could say, because microbiome and obviously sense of smell and sinuses, it's going to be, so let's just synchronize that. So we're going to synchronize CN1 with the microbiome. And you can see what it says on there. Okay, so we synchronize that with that. Okay, good. Do we need to synchronize CN1 with anything else? No. Great. Okay, so let's go back there and let's just ask and then do the associations with that one first. So are there any associations? Is it an emotion code? Is it in the body code? So is it the left-hand side, right-hand side? Is it a pathogen? It's a misalignment. So is it on the left-hand side, the right-hand side, skeletal, soft tissue, and meridian?
Yeah, I was thinking it would be
Main
that.
one is it's an extraordinary. So is it on the left-hand side? Is it yang, heel, yin, heel, meridian? Is it both sides? No. Is it the left side? It's the right side. So misalignment of the right side of the yin heel meridian.
Can we just highlight, I'm just as an example, Beth, here, that actually this is something I've been working through with my acupuncturist on the right-hand side to do with yin energy. So
Oh,
again,
wow.
that further confirms what you have just
Okay, cool.
done
Okay.
that.
Well, my sense of smell is terrible. I could be standing next to a fire and I wouldn't smell it, to be fair. Okay, so yang, so we've gone to the misalignment of the right side of the yin heel meridian. So this misalignment, is it inherited? No. Is it ancestral? Okay, I knew it was going to be ancestral because we're working collectively together. So and again, just for clarity for people listening, what is ancestral? Imagine a group of people like the Vikings. So you and I could be Vikings together. I've got my little jacket on, and we all have this problem with the right side of our meridian. So we're going to clear this misalignment of the yin heel meridian on the right side from myself, from you, and from all ancestors. Okay, and is there anything else? No. So can we realign it? So we just realign that now. Okay. Is there any other association? No. Great. Excellent. So now we're going to go back. So now we're going to go back and we're going to go to the cranial nerves. So we go back into there. And let's go into a system. Let's go into, I'm going through the nerves, going to central nerves, and let's go into the brain. And here we are, cranial nerves. So now we're going to number 2, so CN2, and this one is the optic nerve. Okay, so this is the optic nerve, and we're going to have a look. So is it spiritually connected for me? No. Is it physically connected for me? No. Is yours spiritually connected? No. Is it physically? But yours is physically connected.
Interesting.
Interesting. So yours is physically, but so we're going to spiritually connect both CN2 for myself and for you. And then we're going to physically connect it for me. I'm going to do it again for you, just as an off thing. Okay, so is it now CN2? Is it physically and spiritually connected for both of us? Yeah. And what was the association that was causing it to be either spiritually or physically or both out of sync? And is it in the body code? It's an emotion. So is it in column A? It's column B. Is it odd row? Is row 2? Is it failure, helplessness, hopelessness, lack of control? Now, lack of control. So this again, is it both affecting both of us? So is it going to be inherited? No, we're not related. So is it ancestral? It's ancestral again. So we're going to just clear ancestral lack of control, affecting CN2. Okay, so now I've done something wrong. Okay, I didn't synchronize it. So I've done this one of the associations, but I didn't synchronize. So let's just go back and our CN2. Do you need to be synchronized? You do. Now, what do you need to be synchronized with? Let's go back to the charts. Is it a cranial nerve? No. So is it something in the brain? No. Is it something on this page? Yes. So is it the spinal cord? So we're synchronizing CN2 with the spinal cord. Is it synchronized? Good. Does it need to be synchronized with anything else? No. Okay. And are there any other associations? No, there's not. Good. So let's go back to where we were. Into the brain, into the cranial nerves. So we've done 1 and 2, and now we're going to look at number 3, CN3. Okay, so this is the oculomotor nerve that controls the muscles of the eyes, enabling us to move our eyes as well as constrict our pupils and adjust our lenses to view objects both close and at distance. And as you can see, I'm wearing glasses, so I definitely need this one. So CN3, for me, is it spiritually connected? No. Is it physically connected? No. Now for you, is it spiritually connected? Yes. And is it physically connected? Yes. So yours is connected. So I'm just going to connect mine then. CN3, we're going to connect it spiritually and physically. Does it need to be synchronized? Does yours need to be synchronized though? Yes. So are we synchronizing it with another cranial nerve? No. Is it something in the brain? It is. Is it on the left-hand side? On the right-hand side? Is it cerebellum? It's another cranial nerve. Did I not ask that?
Yeah, you did. Maybe hidden.
Okay, so let me ask. So let me just double check. So I need to synchronize CN3. And is it with another cranial nerve? It is with another cranial nerve. So which one is it? 1? Is it 2? Is it 3? Is it 4? Rather, is it 5? Is it 6? Number 6. Well, this is also to do with eyes.
Interesting.
So we're synchronizing CN6 with, CN3 with CN6. Synchronizing. So CN3, do you need to be synchronized with anything else? No. Okay, so let's see what the association is then. Is it emotion? Is it in the body code? Is it on the left-hand side? Is it energies, circuit system? It's toxins. So toxins affecting CN3. Okay, let's go in and have a look. So is it on the left-hand side, the right-hand side? Is it heavy metals? It's an excess. Is it on the left-hand side, the right-hand side? Is it stress hormones? Is it metabolic waste? Oh, let's get rid of that.
Ooh, this is ringing some bells for sure.
So metabolic waste, here we go. It refers to byproducts of metabolic processes and consists of anything that our bodies cannot use or just wants to eliminate. Okay, so we're going to ask, are we holding any metabolic waste? Yeah. And is there an association? Yeah, so that's association we're going to clear to the metabolic waste. So what's the association? Is it an emotion? Is it in the body code? Is it on the left-hand side? Is it an energy? Is it circuit system? Is it another toxin? Is it on the left-hand side? The right-hand side? Is it heavy metal? Is it another excess? Is it electromagnetic? Is it environmental? So is it on the left-hand side? The right-hand side? Is it building material, carpets? It's agricultural. Dog snoring in the background. Okay, so we have agricultural toxins affecting us and causing us to hold on to metabolic waste. So we have a list there of sources that are there. Do we need to identify? No. Is there another association? No. So we're just going to clear all agricultural toxins causing us to hold on to metabolic waste. So we've cleared that. Yeah. Is there anything else causing us to hold on to this metabolic waste? So let's clear it. Let's clear that metabolic waste. Good. So is there any other association with CN3? No. So CN3, is it spiritually connected, physically and synchronized? And have we cleared all the associations? Yeah. So now we're going to go on to CN4. Okay, so let's go back. And we're going to go in here, and we're going to go into an organ because it's a quick way of doing it. And then we're going to go into the cranial nerves. And so now we're looking at number 4, the trochlear nerve, also involved in eye movement, controlling a muscle that allows our eyes to point downward and inward. So CN4, is mine spiritually connected? No. Is it physically connected? So physically, but not spiritually. So for you, is yours spiritually connected? Yeah. Is it physically connected? Okay, so you're good, doing well there. Yours is connected. So I'm going to just connect mine spiritually, physically, even though it said one of them was okay. Do that for anybody else who needs it done. Spiritually and physically connect 4. Okay, so now, does mine need to be synchronized? Does yours need to be synchronized? No, it doesn't, but you'll get a benefit because we do a double whammy. So what does it need to be synchronized with? Is it another cranial nerve? It is. So is it 1 or 2 or 3? Is it 5? Is it 6? Is it 7? Is it 8? Is it 9? It's 10, the vagus nerve. So we're just going to synchronize CN4 with the vagus nerve. Okay, so if we've done that, I'm going to hold. Good. So CN4, are there any associations we need to clear? Is it an emotion? Is it in the body code? So is it on the left-hand side, the right-hand side? Is it a pathogen? Is it misalignment, nutrition, and lifestyle? So is it on the left-hand side, the right-hand side? Is it nutrition? Is it herb and spice? Is it essential oil? It's to do with hydration. So we've got hydration. Is it on the left-hand side, the right-hand side? Is it water quality? Is it water utilization? It's electrolyte utilization. So electrolyte utilization. Okay, and as you can see there, it can cause things like dark urine, dry skin, headaches, dizziness, rapid heartbeat, sunken eyes, lack of energy. So let's have a look. So we have a utilization, we have an electrolyte utilization issue. Is there another association here? Yeah, so let's find out. So is it an emotion? No, it's taking us to the body code. Is it on the left-hand side? Is it an energy? Yeah. Is it on the left-hand side, the right-hand side? Is it an allergy or an intolerance? It's an intolerance. So is it a physical one? No, it's an idea intolerance. So is it in column A, column B, column C? Is it odd row? Is it row 1? Is it row 3? Is it being okay? So an idea allergy or idea intolerance to being okay. That's not good. So is this mine? No. Is it yours? No. Is this ancestral?
Could you say, Beth, in that moment of in relation to hydration, that could also be ancestral water trauma or birth and the womb trauma, or there
Yeah, it could be any of those. Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Okay.
So we're clearing this idea intolerance to being okay, which was ancestral, affecting electrolyte utilization.
That was quite a big one.
Yeah, you can hear it. It's not such a great click. There we go. So is there anything else causing the utilization, electrolyte utilization issue? No, so we'll just correct that now. So is there anything else, any other associations with CN4? There is. So is it an emotion? Is it in the body code? Is it on the left-hand side? Is it an energy? Yeah. Is it on the left-hand side, the right-hand side? Is it an allergy or an intolerance? Is it an emotion? It's a reverberation. Is it on the left-hand side, the right? Is it an organ? Is it an emotional reverberation? It's a miasm. Okay. So we've got a miasm. So what kind of miasm? Is it inherited? No. Is it ancestral? And this ancestral miasm, does it come with any emotions? Yes, it does. And is it in column A, column B? Is it odd row? Is it row 2, row 4, row 6? Is it pride? Is it shame? Is it shock? Is it unworthy? Is there another one? Is it in column A? Is it odd row? Is it row 2? Anxiety. So we're clearing this ancestral miasm and with it the energy of unworthy and anxiety. Oh, that's a big one. I'm yawning. Woo.
And just quickly, Beth, for anyone who's new to miasms, in one sentence, what would you say a miasm is?
A miasm, well, I'll show you the definition on here. A miasm is a suppressed disease. It's usually inherited, but it can be also ancestral, can come from past life. So it's not just, but it's in the field. So, for example, a miasm might be shingles, and your grandfather had shingles, and then he had a child, and that passed on down the line. And then there'll be a trigger that starts off later on in the line with shingles because it's already there, but it's just dormant. And in this case, this particular miasm was triggered off by feeling unworthy or anxiety.
Mhm.
Yeah. So this was CN4. So are there any more associations? No. So we've done CN4. That's brilliant. So let's go now to CN5. How are we doing for time? Right.
Still got about a good, well, 10 minutes or so.
Yes, yeah, that's fine. Right, so we're going to CN5. This is a tegmental nerve. This is the largest nerve of the cranial nerves and helps in chewing, clenching teeth, giving the sensation to the muscles in the eardrum, a sensation to parts of the face, the sinuses, lower teeth, tongue. And this, if it's out of balance, sometimes you can get facial tics. Okay, so CN5. So is mine spiritually connected? It is. Is it physically? No. So physically not. What about yours? Is yours spiritually connected? Is it physically connected? So yours isn't physically either. But we're going to just spiritually and physically connect the CN5, even though it's partially. Good. And then we're going to ask, does it need to be synchronized? Is it another cranial nerve? No. Is it something in the brain? No. Okay, so now we've come back out to organs. Let's go into systems. So what do we need to synchronize CN5 with? Is it a system? Is it on the left-hand side? Is it integumentary? Is it the urinary? It's skeletal.
Mm.
So the CN5 with the skeletal, is it a particular part of the skeletal? So is it connective tissue? No, we're going into the skeleton now. Is it the appendicular? It is. Okay. So is it lower limbs? It's upper limbs. Interesting. So CN5, you want to be connected to where? So is it going to be on the left-hand side, the right-hand side? So is it clavicle? It is.
Mm.
So the clavicle bone is at both sides. Yeah. So CN5 wants to synchronize with both sides of the clavicle bone. Interesting. So let's just do that. We're synchronizing CN5 with the clavicle bone, both sides. So let's just flip back to that and have a closer look because I'm interested in finding out. Let's go into the brain again, go into those cranial nerves. I'm looking at CN5. I just wanted to have a look. So that's the chewing and the clenching. So it's the back of the neck, but it wants to go into the clavicle. Okay. Okay, is that correct? Yeah. Okay, so CN5, is that happy and balanced now? Yeah. So we synchronized it with, yeah. Okay, is there anything, is there association we need to clear? Okay, so is it an emotion? Is it in the body code? Is it in an energy? Yeah. So is it left-hand side to right-hand side? Is it allergy or intolerance? It's an intolerance. Is it physical? It's an idea. So is it in column A, column B, column C? Is it odd row? Is it row 2? So is it love? Is it giving love, receiving love?
Mm.
So this is a intolerance to receiving love. Whoa. So is this ancestral?
No surprise.
No surprise there then. So we're clearing this ancestral intolerance to receiving love, clearing that from me, from you, my dogs, and everybody. Everybody who's listening to this, let's clear it.
Shivers with that one. Ooh.
Oh, yeah, good. Is there another association? Is it an emotion? Is it in the body code again? Is it on the left-hand side? Is it energy? Is it circuit system? Is it a toxin? Is it on the left-hand side? Is it dental? Is it a biological poison? Is it food? Is it drug? Is it pharmaceutical? No. It's recreational. Interesting. So is it on the left-hand side? It's a stimulant. So it's a stimulant now. Interesting. So we've gone a toxin, it's a stimulant. So is it caffeine? It is.
Can we just coffee?
It could be coffee, chocolate, it could be
Beth,
any of those.
I have my coffee.
That's it.
Oh
So
no.
we have toxins from caffeine. So now is this mine or is this yours? Is it inherited? So it's ancestral.
Well, that's not too bad.
Go back. Can't go back that far though, obviously. So if it's only caffeine, so we're going to clear all ancestral stimulants of caffeine affecting CN5. Okay. I'm going to be cheeky now and just ask, it's ancestral. How many years does that go back for us collectively? So about 306 years, it's saying. So that's about the 1800s. So I don't know what they'll be getting their caffeine from in those days, but there you go, just to give us an idea. Yeah, okay. And if it wasn't caffeine itself, it would have been something similar.
Yeah.
Okay, because that's how the body code works. It would take us to the thing that's the most similar to it, including the emotion. Right, so we've cleared that now. So is there anything else and any other associations from CN5? No. So let's go on to CN6. So CN6 is the abductans nerves. This again helps control eye movements, enabling sideways glances. So CN6, so is mine spiritually connected? Is it physically? No. So is yours spiritually connected? Is it physically connected? So similar. So we're going to connect it physically, CN6 for both of us. And we're going to spiritually connect it just in case anybody who's listening needs it to be spiritually and physically connected. Okay, and are there any associations? Oh, first of all, we need to synchronize. Nearly forgot. Okay, so where are we synchronizing it with? Is it another cranial nerve? No. Is it something in the brain? It is. Is it on the left-hand side, the right-hand side? Is it cerebrum? Is it on the left-hand side, the right-hand side? Is it the frontal? It's the parietal lobe. And is that both sides? No. So is it the left side? No, it's the right side. So again, the parietal side is linked to movement, orientation, recognition, and perception of stimuli. It's also, if I can, I'm going to have a look and see if I can cheat now. See if I can go into something else. Let's move you over there. Right, that's it. Let me just click on something here. Right, I want to go to 274. What doesn't tell me what page it is. That's a pain in the bum. Oh, 53. That's good. We want to go to 200 and something. And when I get there, I'll show you the page, what I'm doing. What that noise was then. Oh, no, there we are. Dun, dun, dun. Right. And what I'm doing is I'm looking up in my notes from when I did T3. And I'm looking, just wanted to just give you a bit of background when it talks about, here we go. So let's stop that share there. and then share with you another screen. Where is it? Share screen, and we're going to share the desktop, that one. Right, so you can see now the screen there, and we can see, if we just move us over there, the view of the brain, and we talked about the parietal. Right, so that's pre-fall context. I'm not going to find it now, am I? Right, so I came here because I wanted you to just see, so the parietal really, if we go back to that diagram. Right, so the parietal is going to be where the basal ganglia is. So here you can see what it represents: integrates feeling and movement, modulates anxiety, fear, and integrates feelings. It's also, basal ganglia is also responsible for anger. So I'm just trying to see on here. Here we go. This is what I was looking for. So basal ganglia is a set of large structures surrounding the deep limbic. Feelings, thoughts, movements occur here. It sets the body's idle speed or anxiety level, enhances motivation, is responsible for pleasure, controls motor movement. So when the basal ganglia is overactive, people are more likely to be overwhelmed or stressed and freeze in place. If it's underactive, it could be ADD. This person will be stimulated into action. This person makes a good emergency response person. Other problems are anxiety or panic attacks, nervousness, predicting the worst, muscle tension, tremors, headaches, and one can be also a workaholic. When this person is anxious, their breathing alters and they shut off their oxygen to the brain. Deep breathing forces oxygen to the brain again. Alcohol and caffeine are very harmful to this part of the brain. So we had that connection there, as you see, with caffeine. So I hope that wasn't a waste of time me showing you that, but that relates to the parietal lobe. So we were synchronizing CN1 with the parietal lobe on the right side. Yeah, that's the whole point. And now we're going to say, are there any other associations? Is it emotions? It's going back to the body code. Is it energies? So is the left-hand side, the right-hand side? Is it allergy or intolerance? It's emotional. Is it a left-hand side, the right-hand side? Oh, I'm not showing the screen, am I? So you can't see what I'm doing. Right. Okay. So is it left-hand side, the right-hand side? Is it common? Is it shared? So here we have a shared emotional compound. Now, if we were doing it on one person, we would find out who they were sharing that with. But this is a collective session, so we're going to find out what that shared one is, and we will be clearing it collectively. So is it A? Is it B? Is it odd row? Is it row 2? Is it row 4? Is it depression, frustration, indecisiveness, panic, taken for granted?
Wow.
Is it in column A? Is it odd row? Is it row 2? Is it anxiety, despair, disgust, nervousness, worry? And are we clearing this ancestrally? Yeah. Okay, so we're going to clear these shared emotional compounds of taken for granted and worry, and we're clearing them from the collective ancestral. And you'll see I'm yawning. Here we go. Oh, a yawn is when it's really a big one. Okay. So is there anything else we need to clear? Is it an emotion in the body code? Is it an energy? Yeah. Is it on the left-hand side? Is it post-traumatic? Is it offensive? Interesting. So left-hand side, the right-hand side. Is it a calling? Is it a post-hypnotic suggestion? Is it a saboteur energy? So is this self-sabotaging? No. Okay. So, and this is going to be ancestral, remember. So I'm going to ask, is it ancestral? How many ancestral sabotage energies are there? 6, 5.
Oh.
Five energies or weapons. Okay. Do we need to know where they are? Yeah, we do. Okay, show me where they are then. Where are these weapons? Let's go in just for a little bit of fun. Let's go in and let's just ask where they are. They affecting, first of all, there's 5 of them. So are any affecting a system? They are. Is it the left-hand side, the right-hand side? It's circulatory, digestive.
Ooh. Gut feelings.
Yep. So how many affecting the digestive system? 2. Okay. We're going to the digestive systems, break it down. So those 2 saboteur energies, where are they? Are they on the left-hand side? They're on the right-hand side. Is it the liver, the colon, the esophagus, the gallbladder? And is it the elio? Yeah, and the elio. Okay. So gallbladder and ileocecal valve, if we quickly look at that, you'll see this is discomfort in the right knee, right shoulder, right rib cage. Can affect the gallbladder meridian, the diurnal cycle, and also other muscles, and it carries those emotions, as you can see on my screen there. That's the gallbladder. Go to elio, and here we go. We've got the symptoms: appendix, lower right abdomen, lower back or right hip. Okay, sinus issues. We've got 2 sabotage energies there. So let's go back out. Where are the other sabotage energies? Is it the left-hand side? No. Is it the right-hand side? Is it right-hand side? Is it circulatory, digestive, endocrine, lymphatics? So how many in the lymphatics? Is it more than 1? No, it's just 1. Is it somewhere particular? Is it on the left-hand side? Is it the lymph nodes, the thymus, the tonsils, in the Peyer's patch? The Peyer's patch is in the intestines. Okay, and that's 3. So we've got 2 more. Are they in a system? No. Are they in an organ or a gland? Is it on the left-hand side? Is it the male glands, the female glands? So is it in the ovaries? Interesting. So, and is it in both ovaries? Is it the left ovary, the right ovary? And so if you're a male, this is going to be on the opposite in the gonads, but on the right side. Okay, so this is right ovary. And is there any others there? No, so where's the other one then? Show me where the other one is. Is it in the system? Is it in an organ? Is it in a gland? It's in the energy body. So is it on the left-hand side, the right side? Is it a chakra? It's a meridian. Is it the main ones? Is it in the extraordinary? Is it on the left-hand side? Is it yang heel, yin heel, yang linking meridian? And is that both sides? That's the left side.